folks, how are you doing today? Me, I'm super fine today. I thank God because of it. I really hope you're doing good as well. Yes, so in this video, I'm going to share 4 things that will definitely change our lives. And I know that it's a matter of process. The journey to the top is a matter of taking step by step. It's not something that you are going to achieve. I mean, like poof, no, there's nothing like that. You just have to be in a position of taking the first step after the other. The same thing with the way children learn how to walk. They don't just rise up and start walking just like that. They have to go falling. They have to start by crawling. They start standing up using assistance and all these walls and all this. And they fall a lot of times, by the way, before they even manage to take that one step. And that is the same thing with success. You have to be in a position of understanding that it will take you being in a position of being like one step at a time. You should never be in a position of thinking that you can get rich in the next 1 year. Nothing like that can happen unless you have been preparing for the last 5 years. You get me? Because success begins with the level of preparation. Success begins with the level of being like, now I'm going to do this, I'm going to put in the work every freaking day. It begins with the decisions that you have been taking every now and then. And that is why, especially in this economy of Kenya, you cannot be in a position of being like, poof, I woke up rich today. There's nothing like that. It can never happen. It will never happen. It simply means that people decided to give you money for nothing. And there's nothing like that. You have to be in a position of understanding that the journey to the top is a step by step. And you have to be in a position of accepting that and be ready to put in the work, of which most people are not. So, but in this video, I believe you are different simply because you are like, you really want to change something. You really want to start the step by step thing and actually achieve the things. Like for me, I've been fighting, bruv. I've been freaking fighting. Though, if I look very deep, I'm not fighting yet enough. It's freaking mediocre, man. Though I'm in a position of changing that, I'm still going. I'm step by step. I'm not going to leap off all the way to the top like a freaking weirdo. There's nothing like that. It can never happen unless you are born in a rich family, bruv. But if you're just a common man, just like everybody else, you have to be in a position of understanding. You have to start by step 1. Step 1 can never be skipped. And if you skip it, you lack the foundation to be sustainable at the top. You get me? Because as a matter of fact, it's not about being rich today and being poor tomorrow. Like freaking betting and all these lottery things. It's not like that. It's a matter of gradually getting to the top and then sustaining that at the top while building up more for other people. And that is what it will take. That is why most rich people have been rich for decades, man, for years, bruv. 100 years, 200 years. Their family is just a lineage of rich people. That is how they have been able to maintain all of that, because they know the foundations. They need the foundations, and then they're in a position of sustaining all of that through the years. That is just what it is. So in this video, I'm going to share things that will definitely change our lives. And I believe that you are a person who is dedicated to doing that, simply because by actually you watching to this very point, the 3rd minute of this video, I understand that you're in a position of being, you are hungry for hearing what I have to say about this thing. And I know that we are directly intending to build that beautiful dream of ours that we have in our hearts. Because if I look at the click-through rate of these videos, they normally get click-offs at the beginning, the first minutes of the video, but you sticking to this very minute, it shows the dedication. So be in a position of being ready to learn, because it's going to be one hell of a freaking video, simply because I'm going to drop a lot of nuggets. So you have to understand, most people really want to be successful. If you go out there and just see maybe a Porsche Cayenne, just drive by and all this, or even a BMW X6 or Range Rover and all this stuff. You're like, damn, look at that dude, man. Damn, I want that. I want that for myself. That is what it is. That is who we are from within. We feel like that. We want to achieve that thing. We feel like we want to do, like, to be in a position like they are in, because those people are just people like us, you know. They have faces, they have legs, they have arms. That shows that you too as well, you can be in a position of achieving it, and that is why you are admiring it in the first place. That is just what it is. But most people come to this point of just being like, okay, I really want that thing, but they are not ready to give whatever it takes, to pay the price that it takes to achieve what you have to achieve. And guess what? If you're not in that position of paying that price, you'll never achieve it. You'll continue seeing people having their cars, having their mansions, and then you won't be in a position of getting it yourself, simply because you are not ready to pay the price, because it will definitely take everything you have. Everything. Because a saying goes like this. You have everything it takes. You have everything it takes, but it will take everything that you have. That is what it is. That is definitely what it is. You have everything it takes to achieve those things that you really want, yet it will take everything that you have to achieve those things. That is what it is. And most people are not in a position of giving everything that they have. They're not in a position of sacrificing everything that they have, the comfort, the convenience of life, you know, the laziness, the enjoyment, the fun, the moments, you know. They're not ready to give up all these things for the things that they want, and that is why they are not going to get it. That is what it is. You can never be in a position of thinking that you can build a monumental business like that of Safaricom, and yet you are not ready to just leave that couch and just sit down on your office and work. Yet you are not ready to sacrifice that TV and maybe sell it or stop watching it. You are not in a position of sacrificing that snack that you really have. You are not in a position of saving up whatever you have, you know. You can never be in a position like that of thinking that you will achieve greatness in business or no, all these things that you have to achieve, yet you are not in a position of sacrificing something to do it, you know. For instance, I came to calculate for myself. I looked at, I'm currently at a job, and I looked at the situation, how it is, because when I wake up in the morning, maybe 5, probably speaking, though I normally wake up so freaking late, like maybe 6:30 and all this. I don't have any other time to do my things. In that 1 hour, I have to start preparing as soon as possible so that I go to that job. As soon as freaking possible, you know. As soon as I get to the job, I will work my ass off all the way through the evening. And probably by 5:30 there, I have to work my way back home, you know. I have to just, pick up the matatu and all this, come home. Then after I arrive at home, after 1 hour or so, or 45 minutes, that is probably 6:45 and all this. Then I have to start preparing myself for a dinner and all this, taking a bath, I don't know, washing clothes, making my supper and all this stuff. So by actually doing all these things, you find an average person is spending absolutely more than 2.5 hours cooking, preparing everything and all this. So this dude, it means that saina inafika huyu msee hajafanya anything of his own. Like for me, anything was of your own haijafanyika in any other way. Umefika kwanza umewatch news 30 minutes. Afu sasa umeanza sijui kuprepare meals, sijui kufanya nini, kukatakata sukuma, kukatakata sijui what, kuendea kwa mama sukuma sijui what. 2 hours zishaenda. inafika saa 4 saa 5, you are like, "Whoa, I have to sleep." Ukiamka tu kesho hivi na unaamka 5 ama saa 6, you are like, "I have to go to job." This dude hana time ya kutengeneza his dream. You know, that is just all it is. And if you're not in a position of submitting your time or sacrificing your time, and just be like sacrificing all this comfort, all this TV, all these, I don't know what, all these things that you do in the evening at part time, you have to understand, if you are not in a position of sacrificing all those things, you won't be in a position of achieving it in life, simply because you are too freaking comfortable. You know, you are just going out there, your emotions are just drawn away by things. If you have money, you are like, okay, I have to get that. You haven't even planned anything. You know, I have to buy that, I have to buy this, I have to buy that. You know, you're just acting on impulse, you know, and this way you can't be in a position of achieving anything in life, simply because your life is not led by you. You're not the one who is leading your life, because if you are the one leading your life and you understand clearly what you want, then you will be in a position of sacrificing everything that you have, everything, be it that comfort, be it that couch, be it that wasting time and all this stuff. You will be in a position of sacrificing everything just to get what you really want in life. And definitely that is what it will take. Most people are not really in a position of doing that, and that is why they are constantly stuck in the same process of chasing money, and money running away from them. And that is what to continue doing, simply because you're not in a position of attracting it. So I'll share with you 4 things that will definitely be in a position of giving you a trajectory of what we really have to do to be at the top, and to be at the top as soon as possible. The first thing is discomfort. You have to be in a position of embracing discomfort. You have to be in a position of embodying discomfort, being in a position of being okay, being not comfortable. You know, you're not okay sitting on that couch doing nothing. You're not okay wasting 30 minutes watching that freaking weirdo propaganda news and all this shit. You're not okay like just doing nothing anytime, you know. And that's by actually sacrificing the comfort that you have, the convenience of life, by actually sacrificing all those conveniences, then you can be in a position of working on things that you really have to work on. For instance, if you really want to build a business, like for me, right now I'm actually shooting the video, na ni saa 4 usiku, of which I have to edit through the night, and then tomorrow I upload it, and I will still go to job. Again, that's all it is. That is just all it is. You have to be in a position of sacrificing everything. Probably some people are watching a movie, you know. Probably some people are just on their couch watching news, you know. They're not building their dreams. They're just allowing other people to feed them. So if you're in a position of overcoming all these things, or overcoming all this comfort, then you can be in a position of focusing on what you really have to build, you know. And the discomfort actually is killing people, is killing dreams, is terminating all these dreams that we have from within, simply because we are too comfortable to work, we are too comfortable to put in the work that it really takes to achieve the things that we have to achieve. And then you have to be in a position of looking deep into the situation and just being like, I have to sacrifice all these things. I have to be totally honest with myself on what I want, because on a daily basis, an average man normally probably wastes 4 to 5 hours if he is not on a job. If he is on a job, I mean. But when he is not on a job, he is probably wasting over 6 hours doing nothing. You get me? Doing nothing. Even those moments that you finally leave, maybe at the job, you're like, you don't have customers, you're not actively serving, then you can be in a position of growing, man. Rather than just sitting down there and just being like, I hate the job, you can be in a position of listening to things that are actually growing you, listening to some podcast. You use an earpod, an earpod is a little bit convenient. One earpod you put in, you are listening to things that are constantly developing you in every other way, of which most people are not ready to sacrifice that comfort of being like, at least my customer wakuji. So that is what it is. That is just what it is. You have to be in a position of sitting down there rather than just waiting for the customer to come and all, maybe waiting for another job or another work or this stuff. Just that second. Listen to things. Listen to podcasts. Listen to things like books, audio books and all this. And that way you'll be in a position of elevating as soon as possible about the business, and then you can be in a position of growing. Sacrifice that comfort of being like, comfort of relief that at least sahi nimerelax. Hakuna vitu kama hizo. There's no relaxing. You have to be in a position of growing as soon as possible, simply because the reason as to why una admire your BMW, ungeulizwa upate tu sahi, ungesema yes nipe tu sahi. Ndio. So you have to be in a position of working for it. There's comfort. The other thing is consistency and persistency. Consistency to do what you have to do. Like, what do I mean with this? Consistency is being in a position of constantly showing up on a daily basis. Showing up on a daily basis, doing what you're supposed to do on a freaking daily basis without fail. That is what it will take, because you cannot be in a position of saying that you are fired up today, I didn't want that, yet tomorrow you are not. As a matter of fact, our emotions are just like that. They are just swerving and all this. They cannot be relied on. Motivation cannot be relied on. So you have to be in a position of forcing yourself to be consistent, to do what you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. That is what it will take, people. If you want to build a business, you have to be in a position of selling every freaking day. Every day. It will be hard for me. Whoa, man. This shit is hard, man. This is freaking hard, but guess what? If you really want that BMW, it won't be, man. It won't be hard. Be in a position of embracing consistency. Fight to achieve it. Fight every freaking day. Because the devil, the opposition, the dark side of the world really wants you to fail. And that is just a fact. It really wants us to fail. The devil doesn't want us to achieve whatever we want to achieve. And he will not stop at anything. He will push everything. The flesh is not wanting. We don't want to fight. We are feeling just like that, but we have to do it. Persistence is just being in a situation like you are hard to die, man. You are die hard. You get me? No matter how hard the situation gets, people, you are just in a position of being like, give me more. You are persistent. You are like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get this stuff. You get me? So being in a position of understanding, it is very freaking critical to face all those pains and just be in that battle cry. Whoa, to the top, man. I'm not doing this for me, Being persistent is just like being your own cheerleader, You're cheering yourself up every freaking day. You're persistent. You are hard to die. Whenever you fall, you rise again. You're like, I'm gonna do this shit. That is what it will take, people. That is definitely what it will take. Your persistency. You're not easy to die. You don't give up. Your heart is just scribbled. I'm never a quitter, man. That is what it will take. Consistency and persistency. You have to just cultivate that within you, because it will definitely take that. The other thing is resilience. What do I mean with this? Resilience is your capacity Resilience is your capacity to grow, your capacity to fall and rise again, you know, your capacity to be like, even if I failed, I will still rise again, bruv. I will still rise again. I still have another chance to fight, you know. And guess what? Most people are not in a position like this. They're not in a position of cheering themselves up, like rising themselves up and just being like, we're gonna do this, bruv. Nobody's coming to save you, you know. Are you resilient enough? How long do you take to, whenever you fall, how long do you take to get back up, you know? If you're taking a month to get back up, well and good, that's good. Being in a position of trying to reduce that to 15 days. Okay, if you're taking 15 days, good. Try to reduce that, then it comes to probably 8 days. If you're taking 8 days to get back on track, then be in a position of reducing that to 4 days, 2 days, you know, 2 hours, and all this. 1 day, 1 minute, you know, you're just like boom, you're flipping the switch as soon as possible. You fail, boom, reset, boom, reset every freaking day. And never be in a position of giving up. That is now resilience. You're in a position of pushing hard regardless of what happens. Even if you fall, even if your friends abandon you, even if your girlfriend just breaks up with you, even if everything goes against what you thought it will be, then you are in a position of being like, hell no, I'm not going to die, bruv. I'm not going to die, man. I'm still gonna rise again. That is definitely what it will take, you know. Resilience. I'm in a position of getting back up quickly. You know, I know people who are like, they got abroad to their dreams one time, and they are just asleep for the next like 5 years. They just cold, they just stand like that, they forget everything simply because of the pain that they faced just once. And that is how powerful that is simply because if you're not in a position of rising again, and you know very clearly that nobody's coming to save you, bruv, your dream is done, man. Your dream is freaking done. You know, so you have to be in a position of understanding. It is very, 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 very critical. I don't know how long to stress this, but it is very critical to understand that nobody is coming to save you, and you have to get back on the horse as soon as possible, because if you don't, everybody else will come trampling over you. People don't care, man. People don't care, bruv. People don't care. So it's up to you, man. You have to be in a position of rising back again. You have to be in a position of die hard, you know. I'm gonna do this shit regardless of whatever come may, man. Whatever come may, I'm gonna step back again. I'm gonna be the best again. I'm gonna be the best. Whatever it takes, man. And I'll get back to the top. That is what it will take, people. That is definitely what it will take. Your courage to get back on top, your courage to be the best, resilience. Your why, by the way, your why will play a major role in giving you the fuel to just step back again, you know. Your why, when you look at your mom, the situation of your mother, is she okay, you know? Is she facing pain? Is she facing a lot of challenges in life? Then you are in a position of changing all of that, you know. Then you are in a position of just saying, no, I'm gonna change this stuff. I'm gonna change this shit as soon as possible, you know. So that is what it will take. That is definitely what it will take. Resilient. Are you resilient enough? Start working on that. The last and final thing is discipline. Discipline is key to uphold every other thing that I talked about. It is so freaking key, simply because discipline is the one that inflicts habits, you know. When you force yourself to do things that are hard to you, simply because achieving success is actually so hard for the average man, simply because He's not used to that, it's just out of what he knows, man. So you have to be in a position of understanding. You have to develop the discipline. You have to develop the habit of being disciplined enough to just go there, to force yourself to act, to force yourself to do the thing that you are supposed to do, even if you feel they are hard to you. That is what it will definitely take. So being in a position of forcing yourself, being in a position of enforcing the discipline of success, the discipline of achieving the things that you have to achieve, whatever it takes, whatever it freaking takes, simply because we really want that. Be the best version of yourself. I really hope that you gained value from this video, and if you did, feel free to share and just turn on that notification bell, and I will be so freaking grateful because of that. So people, be the best. You have to get to the top, and I will see you there soon. Adios.